Welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to make chocolate chip cookies. Wait, I don't even think I have chocolate chips. It is now the next day. I do not have any eggs at my house, and these are for my grandma. So we're gonna go to Billy's Egg Farm and get some eggs. We're gonna drive, pick up the eggs, and then I'll meet you back at the house. So what you need first, we need the Nestle Toll House. I use semi-sweet just because that's what I've always used. And the recipe that I use is actually the recipe on the back of the cookies. So no secrets there. So we're gonna get all of our ingredients and we're gonna get started. To start, we are going to mix our flour, baking soda, and our salt into one bowl. I feel like I started making cookies at a really young age. My grandma is just a wonderful cook slash baker. She had asked me to make them, I think it was for probably like a Christmas, and then ever since then I've been making them pretty much any Christmas or anytime she asks me to. I just put the flour in the bowl, so now we're gonna do baking soda and salt. This is the baking soda that I use, and the salt that we have, this is the real salt. This actually is the best salt I've ever had in my life. All of my ingredients, my dry ingredients are in here, and we're just gonna whisk it a little bit, and then we're gonna set that aside. And so now we're gonna start on our wet ingredients. I was blessed enough to be gifted a stand mixer. You can see it over here. So what I like to do is I put my wet ingredients in my stand mixer bowl. This just makes it easier to mix everything together, and so I'm not having to wash so many bowls. So we're going to do 3 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And with the brown sugar, we have to remember that we need to pack it because you get so much more in there when you pack them. And if you're not packing your brown sugar, then you're not doing the exact amount. This is the brown sugar I use. It is from Target, and we're gonna scoop. And as you can see here, I mean, I'm going over the cup amount, right? But then you just pack it. My hands are clean also. Pack it, and now we're good. So we're gonna do 3 of those. Okay, now we're gonna do a teaspoon of our vanilla extract. Vanilla extract can get pretty pricey, so I would say just do your best. I feel like this one is all natural, so I'm sure this one was a little bit more expensive than the generic Target brand, which I believe is this one, this McCormick. I'm pretty sure this one is more expensive. Personally, I don't taste the difference, so I would say just go with whichever is available. To finish, we are putting 2 sticks of butter. Because I use my stand mixer, I can leave my butter hard because my stand mixer is gonna make it hot and they're gonna start melting on their own. But if you don't have that, you can wait them out. Sometimes what I like to do is, before I had my stand mixer, if I didn't want to put them in the microwave because I didn't want my butter to burn, I would take my butter and I would take a cup of water and I'd put hot water, and then I just plop the butter in the hot water with the wrapper on, and then wait a little bit, and then the butter would be softened enough to my liking. So we're gonna put 2 sticks of butter, and then we're gonna put 2 of our eggs from Billy's. I want to open this just to give you a closer look on how these eggs look. These are pretty eggs, actually. I've never been myself. It was very easy. I just drove through and picked them up. I really like this one because it's speckled. Check that out. Very cute. So we're gonna use 2 of these eggs. What I'm gonna do, because I don't have the correct angle to tilt to show you the eggs, and I don't want to rearrange my whole setup just to show you eggs, I do have my camera, and so I'll take a little video of that. You can see the yolks. The sliding, they don't look quite as orange, but they are just gorgeous. So what we're gonna do, this is all of our wet ingredients. So our both of our sugars, our brown sugar, our granulated sugar, our butter, our vanilla extract, and then I'm gonna add my 2 eggs. I'm gonna go over here to my stand mixer, and then we're just gonna mix all of that stuff together and then add our dry ingredients. What I generally do is I just like to dump it all in, but it makes a big mess all over the counter, and I don't want to clean that up today. So we are going to start adding our dry ingredients slowly into our batch until we get everything homogeneous and mixed together. Actually, forget it. We're just gonna dump it all in. Again, let me show you. The way that the stand mixer works is if all of your wet ingredients are on the bottom of your top ingredients, when you start mixing, your dry ingredients are gonna fly everywhere because they're not properly mixed, and the stand mixer isn't able to really get in there. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take my spatula and we're gonna just make sure that they're a little bit incorporated before I turn on. Let's just use my hands. Now that our wet and dry mixtures are combined, we now have our cookie dough, which is beautiful, fabulous, the classic cookie dough we know and love. Now, I could separate these right now and put them into the oven, but what's gonna happen is because my butter is so melted, one, because I really agitated it in the stand mixer, and because now it's been sitting out for a little bit, my cookies are gonna cook flat. And I hate flat cookies. I feel like they do not look appetizing. And so I want to chill this dough a little bit. So what I like to do is put them into their designated circular shapes and then put that into the fridge, let them chill for a little bit, 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and cook them. So we're gonna do that now. The art of the correct amount of cookie, I'll show you my trick. It's very simple. Think about instinct, right? When you're eating a cookie, for me, I don't want a cookie that is too big because when I eat it, I don't want to be too full. I want to be satisfied. I want the right amount of cookie, but I also, if needed, would want it to be close to like 1 or 2 bites because then you can eat a lot of them and you don't feel bad about it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reach in here and take probably just that much of an amount. If we were to size it, I would say this is maybe a tablespoon. Yeah, a little bit more than a tablespoon. And then you're just gonna roll it out so that you can make a ball. The perfection of the cookie shape will happen once they're a little bit more chilled, and then we just put it on our plate. So I'm gonna do that. When I was little and I would make cookies, one of the things that I would do is I would eat so much cookie dough that by the time I got to making my cookies and giving them to whoever asked me for them, I literally didn't even want to eat them. I was like, no, I ate way too much. Beautiful. Oh, look at us making cookies together. That's just perfect. Oh, so when I was thinking about making a YouTube channel and thinking about videos, I was kind of on the fence because I wasn't really sure what I wanted my channel to be centered on, right? I feel like when I watch YouTube videos, a lot of them are very niche. So it's like someone does food reviews, someone does makeup reviews. So when I thought of myself, I was thinking, okay, well, I do like to bake. I do like skincare. I feel like I like art and a lot of different things, but those didn't really feel like they went together. So I was kind of contemplating, and after I made my first video, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do now? But I just kind of thought to myself that when I watch YouTube videos, again, I said this in the first video, I like the company and I also appreciate people just doing what they like and people doing what they enjoy. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things that brings me to specific YouTubers over others, because I feel like just their position, their stance, and their character feels more genuine than some of the other YouTubers that I used to watch / are popular in this day and age. So I was like, I'm just gonna be myself and I'm gonna do whatever I want, and if I get suggestions for people asking me to do certain things, maybe I'll do that. If not, I'll kind of just do what I feel like I want to do. And so that's kind of what inspired the channel and inspired me to go from skincare to now making cookies. So I appreciate you watching this, and I appreciate you just wanting to spend time with me, because I think that that's really sweet. So thanks for that. And now I'm gonna put them in the fridge and then we'll start baking. Oh my god, that is so good. It already hurts from eating all that. We have waited about, I would say that was actually 20 minutes. I got a little bit distracted, but my oven is preheated to 365. On the back of the chocolate chip cookies, it says to preheat it to 375. Our oven runs a little bit hot, so I like to have it a little lower. I do convection. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna take our baking tray. I do 12 cookies on a baking tray. I feel like that's the perfect amount. So we are going to take the cookie, put it on top in our designated area, and then push with the palm of our hand so that they're flat. All right. Gorge. Okay, we're gonna put these in the oven. Usually I do maybe 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling, and then we'll take them out. Are you excited? I'm so excited. Ready? It's been 6 minutes. Are you ready? Are you nervous? Let's take a look and see what we've got. Oh, they're perfect. Good job on the 6 minutes, team. Oh, they're perfect in every way. What I like to do with my cookies, this is my tip. This is how I get my cookies to taste the way that they do. I don't cook them completely. In the middle, I leave the center of them a little bit raw. I'm gonna attach a clip in here. The heat of the pan is also going to cook the cookies once they're taken out, right? Because the pan is still hot, the cookies are still on the pan. So they're gonna cook a little bit more. So by undercooking them a little bit when I take them out, this is what I tell myself, they're gonna be cooked perfectly in the middle. We're gonna use this tray because it's summer and it's fun and it's flip-flops. So we use this tray and scoop things onto here. And here's what happens too, when you take the cookies out earlier than when they're ready, and because they're undercooked in the center, they kind of fall apart. See how I have these crispy edges, but then they fall apart in the middle? So that cookie is mine. That's the one that I'll eat and taste test, so that I'm not taste testing ones that are beautiful. But I mean, this gorgeous one, that's perfect. It's literally perfect. I wish I had a better camera so that I can show this to you in a beautiful way, but we're just gonna have to do what we got. So here's the inside. See, it's a little undercooked, and we're just gonna, oh my God, fabulous. And that's what I like in a cookie, because I don't want it to be hard. These cookies can sit for a couple days and not get too hard, but then our edges have a crunch. I'm doing a lot of ASMR recently. I mean, come on, we have a crisp at the end. And you might be thinking, Hannah, you're so dramatic. I'm not. These are just really good. But they're very gooey. You can see, this is the center, right? I mean, they're super gooey. And they're perfect. We have ice cream. Check out that bite. That's flawless right there. Cheers. You know that clip from Ratatouille when Remy takes the bite of the, ooh, I hope it's strawberry and cheese, because that's what I thought it was. And he sees all the sparks when he eats them separately and then he eats them together. Not talking about right now. Okay. We made it to the end. If you stayed this long, thank you so much for watching. Love you the most. I think you're fabulous. Go and make a cookie, okay? They won't be as good as mine, but do your best, okay? Love you.